to Old People on the Couch. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. So it seems like it's quiet right now everywhere, but stuff has to be happening soon, right?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
There's a debate tomorrow.
Yes.
And you know that our not round softball.
Yes, our not round softball.
Had said that there's
Biden.
no way Biden would debate, that he would be swapped out. But then it also told us that he could come down with maybe COVID or something and miss out on the debates. And he's had people like Congresswoman Pelosi.
Yes.
Saying you don't debate. You know,
you shouldn't legitimize the president of the United States.
You shouldn't debate during a presidential election season. You know, that makes a lot of sense. So that's it. So you were at work today and you said, I want you to get me some video.
Yeah, and so Mark has poor Karen in here working her tail off.
At the end of the show, we'll tell you about Karen's Vegas trip.
Okay.
She lost her voice. Okay. So, but we were going to have her over here with us. Sorry, Karen, but her voice is not gone. Good. So we'll discuss that at the end of the show.
I did ask you to get some video on Biden saying that you can't elect.
It's never happened before.
It's never happened before. You can't select a Supreme Court justice in an election year.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
All right, let's go.
If the president consults and cooperates with the Senate or moderates his selections, then his nominees may enjoy my support, as did Justice Kennedy and Justice Souter. End of quote. I made it absolutely clear that I would go forward with the confirmation process as chairman, even a few months before a presidential election. If the nominee were chosen with the advice and not merely the consent of the Senate.
Okay.
I don't know how that got in there. That was the wrong
video.
That was him saying that even 3 months before an election, he would be okay with it. Okay. That was from 4 years ago. And I guess I don't know how it got in my system here because we're trying to get to the one where he says this
you
is bad.
Can't do it.
Let's go again here. Let's try again.
Look, the Constitution says the president shall nominate, not may, not if he wants to, shall nominate.
Boy, he sounded very.
Karen's really messing up today.
I don't know, Karen, did you slip those in there? I don't know how they got in here, but that is the wrong video. That's him still pretty
saying you should.
You should
do it. But I said get the video where he says you shouldn't. Okay. Which is what he said just like a day ago.
Right.
2 days ago.
Right. And and all those people.
That's all I ask you to do, Mark.
Okay, here we go. One more try.
The president is elected for 4 years, not 3 years, so the power that he has in year 3 continues into year 4, and maybe some members of the Senate will wake up and appreciate.
Well, that wasn't even Biden.
This is messing up really bad.
It is. That was the video from the other day.
Yeah, but that was her.
Yeah, saying that you should.
That and the Senate.
Yes.
Should follow through. It's
that
their duty.
The president is the president for 4 years.
And that's Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
I know.
Remember, in hearsay, we've heard that she said in her dying wish that President Trump does not, because she knew she was going to die before.
Yes.
I don't know. On her dying bed, she was going to. So let's just keep going. Maybe this is the correct one.
From the time I got to the Senate 180 years ago. From the time I got to the Senate.
That was not it. Let's try this one.
From the time I got to the Senate.
Never before in our nation's history has a Supreme Court justice been nominated and installed while a presidential election is already underway.
Okay, that was it.
That was it. Finally.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. This is what happens when I go to work.
You go to work
And you guys messed everything up.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but that was him saying that's never happened. Mm-hmm. But you did some research last night.
Yes.
And how many have?
1/3 of all U.S. presidents appointed a Supreme Court justice in an election year.
So he's just flat out lying.
Yeah, then he came on and he said, well, the voting has begun already. And I'm like, it's a month before the election. Yeah. How is voting going on? And why would that matter?
Yeah, it's still, Constitution is the Constitution.
Right.
And it's happened. It's happened before. Mm-hmm. He can try to skirt the what, his voice is saying a little bit, but it's happened. So yeah. That's it. And
then I wanted another video.
Which I already showed, kind of. Let me see if I hit the right button.
From the time I got to the Senate 180 years ago.
So he's been in the Senate 180 years. He should know that.
Yeah, he should know that 1/3 of the Supreme Court justices.
I thought he was old and, kind of sloppy and, not all with it and sharp anymore, right? Yeah. But you got to give him a break. He's
180, more than 180
and he probably was like 30 before he even got in. Mm-hmm. So he's got to be 200 years old.
210. And now, I think he was joking, but who knows? Because Biden can't really do numbers, so who knows?
I think
it might be dog years.
It might. There you go. It's dog years. Yeah. We just didn't factor that. Yeah. In. It's our fault.
No, I'm just kidding.
And then other in the news today is that The Rock has never picked a presidential, not nominated, but supported
a president, a presidential
and came out candidate. And said it. Mm-hmm. He did it, and he's backing Biden. Mm-hmm. But I got this video of him.
Yeah.
Let me show it to you.
Okay, show it to me.
Where are you? Where is our leader? Where are you?
And if I had advice to The Rock, his leader is usually in the basement.
Yes.
90%, 99% of the time, somewhere in there, he's
at home.
Or in the basement. And even whenever you were doing a video chat with him, he was in his basement.
Yes.
Whenever he did an interview with Harris and Biden. And
he was in the basement.
He was in the basement, Rock. That's where he is.
Now, over the weekend, I did see Jill Biden out.
She's out. Yep, she's doing it for him.
Yeah, because that's how it works.
And it's still like she did one a little bit ago. There was like 5 cars that went by honking, and then they put up a couple signs in the yard, to make it look. And she waves at the cars whenever they go by. And Biden's still getting out every once in a while doing his circle. Like there's
he has his
6 circles, and that's it. He has no crowd. Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania.
Yes, it was a massive rally.
Massive rally. They had an aerial shot. I should have that.
Yeah, it was a massive rally. I saw it today.
Yeah, it was big. It was big.
It was big.
And so, looks like Trump's got the momentum.
Yes.
And the people are jazzed about voting for him. Now, the big thing is there's mail-in ballots.
Yeah.
And, Trump's trying to say, hey, look, there's going to be a lot of fraud in that. And, of course, the Democrats that like to do trickeration and all that stuff, they're like, oh, no, it's going to be fine, all that. They've already had ballots that were thrown that they found in a couple of different states. But here, up in Minnesota.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Up in Minnesota, Ilhan Omar caught red-handed in ballot fraud. Let me talk about that a little bit.
Okay, talk about that a little bit.
Do your own research. Look it up. I'm just going to say what I've heard.
Okay.
But there's articles and everything. So, all those people that kind of flooded into Minneapolis, Minnesota. There was a lot of refugees and everything.
Yes.
Well, it seems like a couple of these refugees were going around to people's, knocking on doors, and they were asking for the ballots that they were given if they could have them. And they would ask for like free, right? And then or they were saying, hey, give us your ballot for $100.
No,
right?
they were not. That is not
$100
true.
or
That cannot be
$200.
true.
Listen to me. Listen to me. And so they were buying the ballots, taking them back to the campaign center and filling them in. So
that can't be true.
It's true.
That cannot be.
Listen to me. They're going around taking the ballots, and so the people are like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll sell you mine for $100. And then they take them back and they fill them out for probably Ilhan Omar. I don't know if she's running or not, but her and, probably for Biden, they just fill them out. And so they're busted. But you will not hear that in the mainstream media people. Two old people on the couch. We're on it. I'll find some more. We'll dig in a little bit more, but I want you people, just like we always tell you, just Google it, research it, and find out what you found out. But it's looking really, really like it's happening.
I'm not for sure why Democrats can't understand, why they don't have the mental capacity to understand that blanketed mail-in ballots is totally different from requesting an absentee ballot. I don't know why that's such a hard concept for them.
And I got to argue with people all the time that are like, Trump's trying to steal the election by not having mail-in ballots. Well, we've never done it before.
We've never had blanketed mail-in ballots.
It's a disaster. You don't have any checks and balances. It's that bad. They don't, the Democrats don't want photo ID, even though you need it for everything else in the United States. They don't want the Social Security number tagged to it. That would be, it's just trickeration and deceitful. And again, we're, God bless America. Can't we just do it legit and fair?
Why can't we do it the way we've always done it? We have always done it.
We could go on forever on
Okay, so what's the softball saying about Biden?
Man, it's getting really close. And
he's got to debate.
The softball didn't let us down with the Big Ten.
He's going to have to.
It was right. The softball's been right on a lot of stuff. So it's looking like he might now. So the softball might finally, they haven't debated yet.
I know.
And the softball said no debates.
No debates.
And they haven't swapped out Biden yet.
No.
That still could happen though. But we'll see. We got tomorrow.
Yes. So the debate is tomorrow night. And
if
we
they
will
don't
have
debate,
all the updates on our Wednesday midweek wrap-up show. So stay tuned for that.
And it's Mike Wallace. Mike Wallace, the biggest shill on Fox News.
He doesn't like Trump.
He don't like Trump. So he's going to ask really hard questions on Trump. They probably won't even bring up Hunter Biden,
No.
And they'll just bring up Trump's tax is back. They did that 4 years ago.
Gosh. I'm like, is that all you have is Trump's taxes?
And even if it came out that he didn't pay taxes or something crazy
even
like that.
If
it's not illegal. If you went, because businesses have lawyers and they have accountants that specialize in, and their sole job is to run, make your company pay the least amount of taxes without going to jail.
Yes.
And if they got away with it, it's
is
not,
that all they have though?
We can, let's say, and I've always been a flat taxer, 12, 15%. I don't care if you make $1, you pay 15 cents. If you make $1 billion, you pay 15% of that.
Yeah.
The billionaire pays way more than the guy that just made $1.15 came out of his paycheck. It's fair. It's a flat tax, but people will be like, "Oh, Mark, well, the person that just made $1, he can't even afford to give the 15." I know, but that's just it. If it's got to be fair,
that's
and
what
15 cents is not that much. It's a lot less than
the millionaire will be paying.
Yeah, so it's fair because the rich people will be taxed more, and the poor people will be taxed less. Okay, another boring subject that we could go on all day about, but. Yeah, so they're going to be back on, did you pay your taxes? And can we see your taxes? How about this? Trump should just say, whenever all the Democrats show us their taxes on their millions of dollars, how they're making them, just working, there. And, let's see, where is Hunter? And let's see Hunter's, and let's see Hunter's, how much tax did he pay in on his $3.5 million that he got from a ex-Russian mayor's wife for $3.5 million. Let's see if he paid taxes on that.
And what was that for?
And then let's hear Joe Biden say, "Well, I didn't know what my son was doing." If I made $3.5 million, I'd be calling my dad, "Dad, you're going to be proud of me, man. I made $3.5 million a day. It's awesome." But
yeah,
we know that he knows, but
yeah,
whatever. Okay, so let's get on to Karen.
Okay.
Karen went to Vegas.
Yes.
And even though you shouldn't be traveling, but
yes,
we encouraged her to go. So we told her don't wear the mask, but she still wore the mask. And so Karen is upset and I asked her, "Why did you lose your voice?" And she's like, because she was just going around shaming people that didn't have a mask on. You're supposed to be in Vegas
having fun, to
loosen up, forget about life and politics and working on our show.
Yeah.
And get over there and just have a ball, And then, so she lost her voice because she was just going up and just jumping into people's faces because they're running, not all of them, most of them, because you have to in Vegas have masks on, but majority of the people were just like drinking and having fun and not having a mask on, and she was making sure, so she lost her voice.
Yelling at people in Vegas.
I go, "Well, did you meet any guys or anything? Did you party with any guys?" And she said she likes the David Hogue guy. David Hogue was one guy that with he was at the high school where the shooting took place. David Hogue. He's the type of guy. He has no arm muscles. He has no arm muscles, no legs. And Karen, the guy she likes, the type of guys, the kind that she can just she just bosses them around, and they just meagerly go about their business. Karen, yes, Karen. And I'm like, people in Vegas, Karen, aren't like the guys there are looking for just a good time. They don't want to talk about politics. They're more alpha male guys that are just out there having a whale of a good time. Yeah. And so she was looking for that meager guy in Vegas, and she just they didn't exist, at least not that way. Maybe there's a convention she could figure out to go to next time that she could find those type of guys. But so she didn't meet up with any of all the guys there. Were just wanting to drink and have a good time. Okay. And so she didn't meet up with anybody. Okay. Or anything. So that's how her trip went. Anything else you got?
No, that's all I got.
All right. And we want to thank the Crockers for sending a whole bunch of people over our ways. Thank you very, very much. And we ended up watching At Home with Tom and Rod last night. And they're neighbors with Jared. And so we started watching them now. And we just picked them up and subscribed to them last night. And we really like your set. It's a nice set.
It was a nice set.
And they're really nice people. And I guess, Jared can borrow stuff from them. And then sometimes Jared will help them. They just said that they put in a fence line and everything. Yeah. So they help each other. It's great to have good neighbors. So that's all I got.
Okay, so you ready to wrap this up? This is Startup Monday.
Startup
Monday. So let's wrap this one up.
Okay. All right.
Until next time, remember, do your own research and be prepared.